Hi students, welcome to Sri Ramanujaya Vidya Mandir, a temple for learning. Children, in the previous session we have seen about refraction, how the refraction occurs, and when refraction happens, what are the changes will happen to light. What are the change in properties of light during the refraction. Okay children, and we have seen what are the consequences of refraction and what are effects of refraction. After that, we have discussed regarding refractive index, children. Refractive index. What is absolute refractive index and what is relative refractive index? Children, refraction in the sense the change in path of the light when it enters from one medium to another medium. Okay children, the basic thing is the light should change its direction. Okay. Children, see, whenever the light enters into, children see here, basically there are two types of optical medium. In the optical medium, mainly we classified two types, children. Those are denser and rarer. Denser medium and rarer medium. Children, denser medium in the sense where the density of molecules in that particular medium will be more. The density of or the number of particles will be more. Okay children, the material will have particles which are very huge in number. Next, while coming to the rarer, comparatively the number of molecules present in that particular medium will be less, children. Okay, so here there will be comparison, children. Specifically we can't say which one is rarer and which one is denser. Children, see here, let me give an example. Let us consider air and water. Okay children, if we compare these two, the density of molecules will be more in water. Okay, so water will be what, children? Rarer medium, denser medium. And what about air, children? Air will be rarer. Okay, comparatively, children, when we compare air with water, the air contains less number of density of molecules, children. The density of molecules will be less for air, and for water the density of molecules will be more. Okay children, so the opposition for the movement of light rays. Okay children, see here, the light contains photons. Light has particle nature as well as wave nature, children. In that particle nature, in the sense the light is a combination of photons. It contains some several particles. When they are moving, whenever there is obstruction, the speed of the light will decrease, children. Usually, let us consider, children, any vehicle or any human being or any body when it is moving. Suppose if obstruction is there, okay, some obstacles are present, then obviously what will happen, children? Speed of that particular body decrease. Whether it may be a vehicle or whether it may be a human or animal, whatever, children. When any body is moving in its course, if there is any obstacle, obviously what will happen, children? The speed will decrease. More obstacles, more decrease of speed. Okay. So here, children, when the light is moving, the light encounters more number of particles in water, children. Okay. Children, see here, the thing is here, in the air, when we compare air and water, the molecules here free to move, children. Okay, coming to water, they are loosely packed. Okay children, Here I am not discussing about the number of particles, children. I am not discussing about the number of particles present in air and water. I am discussing about if we consider a particular area. In that area, the number of particles will be more for water and number of molecules will be less for air. Okay, so that's the reason in air the speed of the light will be more, children. Okay, and here speed will be less. Okay, children, comparatively we need to check. Children, let's consider another condition. Here it is water and glass, a transparent glass. Okay, children, or a glass slab, like that, any solid substance we can consider. Children, see here. Here, if we compare the density of molecules, okay, or the arrangement of the molecules, in water the molecules were loosely packed, and while coming to the glass, tightly packed, children. Okay, since this is the reason, we can say, children, that glass is a denser medium and water is a rarer medium. Okay, children, glass is denser and water is rarer. Children, here once observe, here in this first condition we are treating water as denser medium, children. In the first condition what we treated, the water as denser medium. Okay, in the second condition we are treating the water as rarer medium. Okay, children, in one condition this water is denser, in the very next condition it became rarer. The water quantity or the composition of water, everything is same, children. Same water we are considering, the water. Okay, we are not making any changes in that particular material. But even though the material is remains same, but whenever we are taking a comparison, comparatively when we are checking whether it is denser or rarer, in one condition it is denser medium, children, in another condition it is rarer. Okay, when we take in this condition, what will happen, children? Here, when the light is passing through the water, speed will be more, and when it is entering into the glass, the speed decrease, children. Speed decrease. Okay, children, see here. In the water, in this first condition, we are saying that speed is more, speed is less. Okay, in the very next condition, what we are saying, children, in the water, the speed is more. Means speed of light also, how we should say regarding the speed of light also, children, how we should give the statement? By comparison. Okay, whether the speed also more or less, how we can give? By comparison. Okay, children, we need to decide whether whether a medium is optically denser or optically rarer. We need to first compare. Okay, comparatively we will say. As well as even the speed of light also, we need to check, children. Comparatively we need to say whether it is more or less. Okay, children, and see, children, let us consider denser and rarer medium, children. Okay, here it is rarer medium and here it is denser. Children, let us consider example air and water. Okay, children, and in the next case I am taking in the first condition water, children. The first layer is water. The second layer is glass. Okay, children. So the thing is, children, see here, we are taking heterogeneous mediums. Heterogeneous in the sense the composition of medium is different from point to point. The properties of the medium varies from point to point throughout the medium. Okay, so here see children, in this medium, at the first layer it is air and the next layer it is water. In the next condition, we are taking water and glass combination. Okay, children. So here let us draw a normal. Children, always remember the normal line always we need to represent with a dotted line. Normal, whenever we are drawing, always we should keep a dotted line. And children, let us consider here this one an incident ray. Okay, children. And with how much angle the incident ray fallen here, children? With the same angle here also the incident ray is fallen. Okay, children. Let us consider this one as angle of incidence I and angle of incidence I. This ray is incident ray, children. Okay. Children, now once observe, the light is entering from air to water. Air to water. Children, what will happen when it is entering from air to water? Children, see, here air is what? Rarer medium. And here water is denser. Children, I already said in the rarer medium, the speed of the light will be more. Okay, speed is more. While coming to the denser medium, the speed will be what, children? Less. Okay, we considered. In the previous case, I explained. So, children, when the light entering from here, the light is entering from rarer medium to denser medium. Okay, rarer medium to denser medium. Means what will happen to the speed, children? Speed increase or decrease? Here the speed is more and here the speed is less. Means what, children? The speed decrease. Okay, so as soon as the speed is decreasing, how the light ray will go, children? It can't go in the same direction. The light can go in its same direction whenever there is no change in the medium. But here there is change in the medium, children. It can't maintain its original path. Okay, at this condition, the light changes its direction, children. Okay, let us consider, children, let us consider this is the usual path of the light ray here as well as here. Okay, children, since there is decrease in speed, the light ray bends towards the normal, children. The light ray will bend towards the normal. Okay, children, this one is angle of refraction and this one is refracted ray. Okay, children. So here if we observe, what will happen, children? The light ray bends towards the normal. Light bends towards normal. Okay, children. While coming to the next case, we can say we can easily say, children, we can observe that this one is, while comparing water and glass, water will be what, children? Rarer medium. Glass will be denser medium. And how the light ray is entering, children? From rarer to denser. Rarer to denser. So here also how the light ray will go, children? When it is entering from water to glass, since it is moving from rarer to denser, speed decreases. So whenever the speed is decreasing, what will happen, children? The light ray bends towards the normal. Okay, children. Always we need to check whether in which medium it is entering, from which type of medium to which type of medium the light ray is entering. Okay, whether it is entering from rarer to denser or denser to rarer. Whenever it is entering from rarer to denser, we need to observe the speed, children. Here the important thing is speed. Speed is the fundamental thing, children. Whenever there is change in the speed, then only we should talk about refraction. Okay. So here, when the light ray entering from rarer to denser, what will happen, children? Speed decrease. So whenever the speed is decreasing, what will happen, children? The light ray bends towards the normal. In this sequence, we need to check the light rays bend towards the normal or away from the normal, children. Okay. See, children, the next case. This one is the boundary. Now let's reverse the medium, children. Okay, let us consider this one as water and this one air. Okay, and let us take a normal, children. Let us draw a normal. Children, see here, I am taking an incident ray. Okay, children. What is this line? Incident ray. And how should it go, children? Always the path of the light, we know it should go in a straight line. Rectilinear propagation of light, children. That is a fundamental property of light, that is rectilinear propagation of light. Means light always go in a straight line. Okay, children. Next, see here. Here, while comparison, while we are comparing water and air, what will be this air, children? Rarer medium. And what about this water, children? Denser medium. Denser. Okay, denser medium and rarer medium. So, from where to where the light is entering now, children? From denser to rarer. Children, we have seen now, in denser medium, speed of the light will be what, children? Less. In rarer medium, speed of light will be more. So whenever the light is entering from denser to rarer, what about the speed, children? Speed of the light increases. Now only we have seen, children, whenever it is entering from denser to rarer, speed of light increases. Okay, speed increase. Whenever the speed increases, light ray bends away from the normal, children. It bends. The refracted ray bends away from normal. Okay, children, away from the normal. So how should it go, children, now? It bends away from the normal, means approximately like this. What will be this value, children? This angle of refraction R, and this one is refracted ray. Okay, children, refracted ray, and this one angle of incidence. Okay, children, we got the conclusion. Whenever the speed is increasing, the light ray bends away from the normal. Whenever the speed decreases, the light ray bends towards the normal. Okay. Okay, children. So now let us take the condition. See here children, this one is water, and here this one also water children. Okay, water and water. Children, here this one is important case. If we observe here children, while we are comparing this one and this one, the density of both mediums are same. The density of molecules in the two mediums are same. What is the reason children? Both are water only. So there is no change in the medium. Whenever there is no change in medium, no change in medium. Whenever there is no change in medium, there won't be any change in speed also children. No change in speed. So whenever there is no change in speed, there won't be what children? No change in direction. No change in direction. So whenever there is no change in direction, what we can say children simply, there is no refraction. Okay, there is no refraction. Okay children, so whenever the light entering from water to water or air to air or anything which is moving from, whenever it is moving in same medium children, homogeneous medium, okay, there won't be no change in medium, there won't be no change in speed, and since there is no change in speed, there won't be any change in direction. Since there is no change in direction, we can simply say there is no refraction. Okay children, very very important. Okay children, this one is incident ray and this one is refracted ray. Not only straight line children, whatever may be the direction, you can check this one in this manner. When it is moving like this, it simply goes without any deviation children. This one incident ray, this one refracted ray, but we can't say refracted ray children since there is no refraction process here itself. Okay, basically fundamental thing is what children? What is refraction? There should be change in direction, but here no change in direction, that's why no refraction. Okay, next. See children, one more point. We know about Snell's law. Okay, what is Snell's law children? Snell's law states the sine of angle of incidence, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always a constant. Equals to what children? A constant. Sine of angle of incidence is by sine of angle of refraction is equal to a constant. Okay. So children, see here. Let us consider this one boundary and this one is the normal and the light entering along the normal children. Now the light ray is entering. It is falling along the normal, means parallel to the normal children. Okay. Now see children, this one is incident ray and this one is the normal. Let's enlarge children. This one is incident ray children. Okay. And this one is the normal, what we have taken. See children now, one is the normal and another one is incident ray. What is the angle between these two children? Both are looking like incident ray and the normal, both are looking like parallel lines. So what will be the angle children between these two? 0 degrees. Okay, what is the angle? 0. What is this angle children? The angle between the normal and incident ray. What is this angle children? Angle of incidence, that is how much? 0 degrees. whenever the light ray incident along the normal. Children, I discussed this point earlier in reflection of light. When the light ray is entering along the normal or falling along the normal or incident along the normal, whatever, the angle of incidence will be what, children? 0 degrees. So here I equal to 0. Just substitute in this value, children. Sin 0 is equal to sin r into constant. From Snell's law I written, children, this one. So here sin 0, how much, children? Sin 0, this value is 0, which is equal to sin r into constant. Children, let us send this constant here. What it becomes, children? It becomes 0 again. So sin r is equal to 0. What will be r, children? From here r is equal to sin inverse 0. Sin inverse 0, how much, children? Finally, r is equal to sin inverse 0 is 0, 0 degrees. Okay, what we got, children? Angle of refraction 0. Means in which direction the refracted ray goes, children? By making an angle 0 degrees with the normal. Okay, here not only angle of incidence, children, even angle of refraction also 0, it only 0 degrees. Okay, children. So here also what we can say, the incident ray is going undeviated. The incident ray is going undeviated without changing its direction. So here, since there is no change in the direction, what we can say, children? No refraction. Okay. Here what, children? No change in direction. Whenever there is no change in direction, what we can say, children? Simply there is no refraction. Okay, children. So the first thing what we need to observe, whenever we want to check whether there is a process of refraction, whether it is existing or not, we need to check the direction of refracted ray, children. The light ray, whether it is going in the same line, in its same path, or changing its path. Whenever there is change in its path, when it is moving, we can identify, children, that it is entering from one medium to another medium, and the direction of light ray is changing, and there is refraction. Suppose if there is no change in the direction, there is no change in the direction, what we can say, children? There is no change in its speed. Whenever there is no change in its speed, what we can say, children? The medium is homogeneous medium. Okay, children. And here also there is no refraction. So what are the conditions, children? Here, when there is same medium, when the mediums are same, okay, this type of thing is called, children, homogeneous medium. Okay, this is called homogeneous medium. If medium is homogeneous, that is one condition, children. And what is the next condition? Now we saw, children, that what it is, when angle of incidence is 0. When angle of incidence 0, or the light ray fallen along the normal, the incident ray is along the normal. In these two conditions, what happened, children? There is no refraction. So what is the condition necessary for refraction, children? If at all you want to get refraction, you must be sure that there is change in the medium and there is no there is angle of incidence is not equal to 0. Okay, if you want to get refraction process, if at all you want to be sure regarding the refraction, what should be the medium you need to maintain, children? Heterogeneous medium, and angle of incidence should not be equal to 0. Okay, angle of incidence should not be equal to 0. Okay, children, in these conditions there is refraction. If at all you want to be sure, you want to get refraction, these are the conditions necessary, children. Heterogeneous medium should be heterogeneous. Even if medium is heterogeneous also, you need to maintain the angle of incidence not equal to 0. Okay, children. So here, why these two conditions? What are these two conditions represent, children? There is no refraction. Okay. Next, see, children, one more important point. In the previous session, we have seen regarding refractive index. I just explained, children, what is refractive index, what is the definition, and what is the representation. Okay, what is refractive index, children? Usually, what is absolute refractive index? RI in the sense refractive index, children. Absolute refractive index, mu, is equal to C by V. Simply we can write, children, like this. Simply we can write like this. What this C represents, children? C is nothing but speed of light in vacuum. Okay, what about this one, children? Speed of light in given medium. Speed of light in vacuum by speed of light in given medium. Okay, very, very important, children, this one. Very, very important. This one is absolute refractive index. Okay, children, absolute refractive index. Next, see, children, relative refractive index. What is relative refractive index? This is important, children, very, very important. Refractive index of one medium, it is a ratio, children. It is a ratio of refractive index of one medium to another medium. Okay, like mu1 to mu2 or mu2 by mu1. Children, here these are what? Not refractive index of different mediums. Okay, children. Okay, children, see here. Previously we have seen what is absolute refractive index, children. What is absolute refractive index? Mu is equal to C by V. What is C, children, here? Speed of light in vacuum. Speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Children, what about V? What is V here, first of all? What is this V? Children, now once observe this diagram. Coming to this diagram, once observe, children, this one is incident ray, this one is refracted ray, this one is angle of incidence, and this one angle of refraction, children. Okay, so children, once observe here, first medium is what, children? What is the first medium here? Vacuum. Vacuum is the first medium. What is the second medium, children? Just in this diagram, they mentioned that it is a medium. That's it, children. We don't know exactly what it is. That is just a medium. Okay. So, children, the thing is now, when the light is traveling in the vacuum, its speed is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second only, children. Okay, there is no change in that. But as soon as it is entering into this particular medium, what happens, children? Once observe here. This one is angle of incidence. This much is the angle of incidence, children. Okay. Comparing to this much is the angle of refraction. If we compare this, the angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction, children. And also, the incident ray bent towards refracted normal. The refracted ray bent towards the normal. Okay, children, by this what we have understood? The medium, first thing, the conclusion what we made is, there is no homogeneous medium. There is separation in the medium, children. The two mediums are not equal. That is first conclusion. Okay, not equal. Next, from this relation what we can understood, children? I greater than R. Angle of incidence greater than angle of refraction. When angle of refraction can be less, children? Whenever the light refracted ray move towards the normal. When it will move towards the normal, children? When speed decrease. When speed of light decrease, it moves towards the normal, children. And when speed of light decrease, children? When the medium is denser medium. Okay, whenever the medium is denser, what will be its speed, children? Speed of light in denser medium will be how much? It will be, we can be sure regarding this value, children, it will be 3 into 10 power 8, less than 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Okay, see, children, here the speed of light in that particular medium we are indicating with V, and its value will be definitely less than 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, children. Okay, now if we do the ratio for this C by V, we will get some value, children. Let us consider, for example, children, here mu is equal to, we know that it is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and let us consider the denominator value. We know that speed is decreasing, not exactly equal to the speed of light, less than speed of light. So let us consider that value 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second, children. For example, since it is less than, I am taking 2. Now let us do cancellation. 10 power 8 cancel, and mu equal to 3 by 2, children. 3 by 2 means 1.5. Okay, 1.5 means what is the refractive index of this particular medium, children? This refractive index is 1.5. This is how we will use this formula, particularly this formula, children, for calculating refractive index of particular medium or required medium. Children, this is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Next, if we observe, children, we got mu is equal to 1.5. Then what about refractive index of vacuum, children? The light, since the light is entering from refractive index, see here, it is entering from vacuum to certain medium. There is change in speed. So here we calculated what is refractive index of that particular medium. Okay, fine. Then what about the vacuum refractive index of vacuum? Okay, children, how do we calculate? First thing, always we should remember, children, refractive index, we will discuss about refractive index whenever there is change in speed of light. Speed should change. Okay, children, speed should change. Okay, suppose let us consider, children, the light is entering from into the vacuum. What is refractive index formula, children? Mu equal to C by V. Here V is nothing but vacuum. Okay, children. So what will be C value? Obviously C is 3 into 10 power 8. Since the next medium also vacuum, it is also 3 into 10 power 8. So what will happen, children, now? Both will get cancelled and mu will be equal to 1. This one is refractive index of vacuum, children. Okay, and even for air, okay, even for air, we will consider approximately the mu value. It will be 1. Since the speed of light even in air, speed of light in air is approximately equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second only, children. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, children, that's all for today's session, and further in the next session we will deal with some interesting problems also, children. Until then, thank you and have a nice day.